Children of the Leaf is an anomalous clandestine group of religious religious order criminal organization of interest. Oh, well, I kind of think I know where they're going. Its main area of operation is in the Indo-Chinese Peninsula in southern China, and is particularly focused on NX-59-VN District 0. This organization is highly stratified and discrete, leading to complex structures and isolation between members at different levels. Lower tier primarily comprises non-anomalous criminal organizations that lack proper knowledge of the world outside the Veil. They carry out large-scale illegal activities such as production and the distribution of drugs, human trafficking, arms dealing. They are controlled by higher tiers of the Children of Leaf through force and intimidation, using anomalous capabilities. Only the leaders of these organizations are able to directly contact the messengers from higher tiers. Wow. Middle tier. An extremely fanatical religious order whose beliefs are centered around an entity called the Wood Deity. Most members have low-level reality bending ability through prolonged use of SCP-420-VN. As a side effect of 420-VN-1, members at this level often suffer from cognitive decline and delusions regarding their power.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. Upper tier. They belong to the same religion as the middle tier, but are less fanatical and hold key leadership positions. They gained anomalous abilities through actual knowledge of thaumaturgy. Their magic often involves natural elements, plants and minerals, spiritual elements, and particularly the formation of pacts with the Wood Deity. Positions at this level seem to be hereditary, with certain clans' sorcerers being the actual leaders of Children of the Leaf. Long-established groups of interest usually have a certain level of knowledge of the Children of the Leaf, whereas modern anomalous organizations such as the SP Foundation or Global Cult Coalition have very little information about the activities of this group. Most of the SP Foundation's knowledge about the Children of the Leaf comes from the Bureau of Anomaly Surveillance documents and various sources from which the spiritual division has extracted. So we're already gonna put this fucker in evil somewhere.
Yeah, they even rot the brains of their own people.
Yeah. Alright, well, we should probably see their system of beliefs. In general, Children of the Leaf's beliefs revolve around the worship of plants, the natural world, and the entity that they consider to be its embodiment, the Wood Deity. According to believers, plants, their definition of plants according to the Children of the Leaf, does not entirely match with the Plantae Kingdom. It seems that organisms from the Fungi Kingdom and the Protista Kingdom are also included in the definition. Okay, I know the Fungi Kingdom, but what is the Protista Kingdom? I have not heard of that.
I'm sure we'll find out eventually.
Huh?
Well, I doubt that they're going to go into what specifically the Protista Kingdom is.
Oh.
So I'm going to look it up.
Oh, okay.
Protista Kingdom. Separate text on the kingdom. Let's see. A protist or protocytist is a eukaryotic organism that is not an animal, land plant, or fungus. Protists do not form a normal group or clade, but are a paraphyletic grouping of all descendants of the last eukaryotic common ancestor, including land, plants, animals, and fungi.
Oh,
So
damn.
basically, it's the kingdom where we put everything that eventually split off into fungi, plants, and animals.
Damn.
If I remember correctly, kelp is in here.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Huh.
fun fact, kelp isn't, if I remember correctly, kelp isn't actually a plant.
Damn.
Let me look that up. Because I do know that sponges are technically animals, not plants, but I do not know about kelp. I think kelp is plant.
Large brown algae or seaweeds that make up.
Oh! Wait, kelp is not a plant?
Nope.
Yeah.
It's algae? What?
Yeah, the type of algae.
Yeah, I remember that.
So all my life I've basically been a fan of eating algae.
Yes.
I guess.
Ah.
Anyways, back to the group of interest at hand.
Congratulations, you have something in common with me when I'm fishing in Stardew.
Anyways, back to the group of interest at hand. According to believers, plants are the true and purest form of natural life, and an inevitable outcome in the universe's evolutionary process. In contrast, according to the Children of the Leaf, microorganisms are an inferior life form, and animals with flesh are the result of degeneration of true life form. What? Modern civilization, machinery, artificial intelligence, and inorganic life forms are considered to be the ultimate degradation, the lowest of the low. The attitude of Children of Leaf towards sarcasm and the Children of Broken God is still being investigated.
I'm going to go on a leaf here and say it is not a good relationship. That was not meant to be a pun. God damn it.
Therefore, the Children of Leaf's political ideology appears to be the closest to anarchism.
I really don't think so.
No. No.
I guess you could argue like it's somewhat close to like certain flavors of really regressive like anarcho-primitivism, but even then anarchism fundamentally as an ideology does not generally include ideas such as certain forms of life being degradations or downgrades of other forms of life.
Yeah. Also, I love how these SB streams we constantly bring up anarcho-primitivism.
It's only right. It's only come up twice.
Oh, I thought we did it like 3 times.
No, I'm pretty sure it's only come up twice.
It's funny that it's still twice though.
If I if I had a nickel for every time that anarcho-primitivism was brought up during a errand stream, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't very much, but it's weird it happened twice.
That needs to be a YouTube short.
Well, I mean, it's just me quoting a remixed version of Dr. Doofenshmirtz's quote.
I know, but I find it really funny.
E.
Anyways. The nature of the wood deity, also referred to in documents of the Bureau of Anomaly Surveillance as Wood Fiend, is still unclear, seemingly a high-dimensional, pluripotent entity representing or claiming to represent the concept of nature and plants. The extremism of the Children of Leaf appears to be the will of the wood deity. Alright, the beliefs practiced by the middle and upper tiers of this group are as follow. Oh fuck, how do I say the first part?
Monolatry.
Monolatry, got it. Is the belief in the existence of many gods, but with the consistent worship of only one deity. To be distinguished from monotheism, which asserts the existence of only one supreme god, the henotheism, which acknowledges the existence of many deities, but considers only one to be supreme and worthy of worship. Carnivore diet. Followers of the Chosen Belief reject all plant-based foods, considering their consumption to be blasphemous. Blasphemous. God damn it. The only exception to this is the consumption of plants gifted by the wood deity, such as SCP-420-VN.
Man, I was at the beginning thinking they might be okay with Rattler, but no, he's vegetarian.
Anti-modernism. The doctrine of the doctrine of the Children of the Leaf is mostly opposed to the industrialization and modernization trends of civilization. Middle-tier members display a fierce opposition to urbanization and globalization.
But with those things, you get things like vaccinations.
They don't care.
And things like
Well,
processes that make food cleaner and safer to eat.
oh yeah? Well, do trees vaccinate themselves? No! Therefore it's bad!
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Millenarism. The belief that the end is nigh, and only those who follow the Children of the Leaf's belief can be saved from the impending doom and live on in a new and better world. It just sounds like Christianity.
I was about to say, are we sure that's not referring to an apocalyptic? Is millenniarism just a different term for an apocalyptic religion?
Oh yeah, it shows up as Wikipedia. Millenarism is a belief of a religious, social, or political group of movement in a coming fundamental transformation of society, after which all things will be changed.
That's literally the exact way I've heard scholars about religion describe what an apocalyptic religion is.
Yep. Oh look, Valhalla is on here.
The fuck?
It's right there. Anyways. Why the earth plants the true form of life, you ask? I answer, between plants and animals, plants came first. Plants absorb the energy of heaven, minerals of the earth to grow, to live and die by themselves, not dependent on anything nor destructive. On the other hand, animals either eat plants to survive, or in more lowly manner, eat each other to facilitate their own growth. First, they depend on plants, then they take other lives for their sake. Thus, I tell you, plants are noble and animals are but lowly creatures. Motherfucker, there are parasitic plants as well as carnivorous plants. What do you mean?
I'm going to point out, technically, most plants do rely on animals or insects. But
yeah,
they are kind of a cult, so it kind of makes sense.
The one thing that bothered me is not dependent on anything nor destructive. Motherfucker, I hate kudzu, and that shit's destructive as shit.
Well, I don't think they were talking about katsu, which is definitely basically one of the worst destructive plants known.
Tsunami, but it's green.
Oh no! I hate it. Thank you.
What if green tsunami? And
Basically
I will point out
a plant that swallows everything like a tsunami, isn't it?
Yes.
And I will point out that I'm pretty sure that scientifically, plants coming before animals is not well substantiated. I believe that they both diverged into different kingdoms during the Cambrian explosion, at around the same time.
By the time both of them existed. Until then, while life did exist, they weren't really complex enough to be considered plants or animals. They didn't really have either category.
Well, it's less that they were, if I remember correctly, it's less that they weren't complex enough and more that the structures that make up what we call plants and what we call animals just weren't distinguished yet. So
I didn't know how else to word it.
Yeah, that's fair. For example, I'm trying to think of
how do you word that life was simple in a way where things hadn't developed in a way that caused categories to exist yet.
I'm trying to think because, like, no, I do not want your fucking AI.
Fish harassed by AI.
Yeah, here we are. Hallucinogenia. That's what I was thinking of. These are weird ass. These are among like the weird ass invertebrate things that existed in the Precambrian age. That are just like, we don't know where to put them because they're kind of animal, kind of plant. They're just weird.
Ah, neat.
They also were a notable inspiration for the creator of Attack on Titan for a particular design of a character.
Oh my god.
Oh geez, I decided to look up kudzu for funsies, and
Oh, I see. I
some of
see it.
these pictures really do look like a tsunami, and I feel like this definitely supports the green
Oh my
tsunami
God.
theory that Chip brought up.
Yeah.
It's like a plague of death, but green.
Yeah. It actually is a problem really badly in my state because it's killing a lot of endangered plants. But
Yeah.
apparently, there is a plant that's been fighting back against the kudzu. Because apparently, it kills it.
Ooh, what plant kills it?
The doll's eye.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
yeah! Thank you, South.
Yeah, because apparently its poison kills the plant.
Huh.
Oh. Yeah, you be that weird, creepy doll's eye plant.
Here, take a greenhouse. Let's move on.
Anyways.
Yeah, that's fair. You would need a greenhouse. They're not exactly as prolific as Mr. Invasive.
Yeah, that's...
Mrs. Invasive?
Yeah, before we continue, this is still the thing that weirds me out by the doll's eye plant, because it's on my... I think never eats. On the east side of North America, it goes all the way to the tip top of Canada that it can exist, all the way down to Florida. It has such a strange environmental range.
That's fine. Plants are weird.
It goes where it goes. It goes where it goes.
Yeah. Anyways. Both the middle and upper tier of the Children of Leaf believe that the wood deity will descend in the near future and will cleanse the world of all heterotrophs and shelter all of humanity under a single tree canopy. I don't like that statement. Because didn't, like, some person in history also said they were going to cleanse the world?
Tree Hitler.
The exact meaning of this statement is not well understood, but based on information extracted from the middle tier members captured by the Foundation, it is tentatively suspected to be a HK class deific subjugation scenario.
Deific.
Deific, okay. This is an extremely significant event that has been repeatedly mentioned in the Children of Leaf's doctrinal text.
Tree Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Not Tree Jesus. Tree Hitler. Wrong one. Wrong one.
This
Very
is not
wrong one.
Jesus. I was about to say.
You see, I was thinking about Christianity, and then I was thinking about this, and then I was thinking about Nazis, and things just kind of got mixed up in the wiring of my headachy brain. Let's move on.
Middle tier maintains control over the lower tier via threats using opposite abilities. The upper tier maintains control over the middle tier through indoctrinated belief. Upper tier members of the Children of Leaf are are the only ones who can communicate directly with the wood deity, and are seen as envoys of the divine, holding absolute authority over doctrinal matters. There are signs that clans in the upper tier are using this power to exploit the lower classes and benefit themselves. That's not surprising.
Who could have guessed?
Such shock.
The extreme thought and practice of belief primarily occurs when the middle tier, currently expected to be the effect of 420-VN's cognitive influence, the upper tier of the children of belief does not enforce the doctrines absolutely, and seems to view the relationship with the wood deity as a mutually beneficial one. The Foundation has even recorded cases where the upper tier delayed some of the entity's command to bargain. So should we see the history, or do we
Why not?
got good information?
I mean, I was gonna say, let's look at that that plant that was above, that was an SCP.
Oh, 420-VN.
Yeah. Oh, is it weed?
It's
Is
a
it evil
keter.
weed?
I don't. Goose of the pool. I love that name.
Mm.
Alright, so. Alright. SCP-420-VN is an anomalous species with morphological features similar to plants of the Carica family. For instance, papaya trees. Oh.
Huh.
I was not expecting that to be this SCP.
Papaya's delicious.
Yeah, I was expecting to be like a really old, big tree. Yeah,
Have you seen papaya tree?
no.
Let me get a picture for you.
Oh my gosh, I just saw the kudzu house.
That's why I said take a greenhouse.
Oh my god.
I'm going to grab this picture that might give you a good idea and just paste it right here.
Oh yeah, that's a very tall tree.
Yeah, tell me how it's not a big ancient tree.
Sorry.
That's not tall, that's not big.
No, you're good. But anyways, but some internal parts share the same structure with plants in the family for Acaceae. For instance, poppy. The poppy plant? Wait, so inside the tree's poppy plant parts.
As in, like, it has some similarities with
Ah.
poppy plants.
Yeah,
Which means it can probably be used to make heroin.
Oh god. Yeah, the structure, metabolism, homeostasis, growth, and reproduction of 420-VN shows no sign of being anomalous. The two main features of 420-VN are its adaptability and a unique compound designated 420-VN-1, which was mentioned earlier. 420-VN lacks the ability to adapt, or more precisely, its DNA mutation rate and its frequency of chromosomal recombination are nearly zero. Recombination are nearly zero, preventing this species of plant from evolving normally. 420-VN can only grow and reproduce under an extremely stable and precisely controlled environment. Since such an environment does not exist naturally, the anomaly can only be cultivated under artificial conditions. 420-VN-1 is a macromolecular chemical compound with an unknown structure, as it decomposes almost immediately upon extraction from 420-VN. Quantitative analysis of the decomposition products of -1 reveals that the compound primarily consists of I think it's carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen.
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the elements on the periodic table. Alright. Similar to most organic compounds and other living organisms, but it also includes unusually high levels of... Now, I don't know these three.
Cu, Cn, and Be. Let me just look up the elements table.
Because I don't know what those are. I find it funny.
And it was.
Oh.
You said.
Cu, Sn, and Be.
Right, let me just open this image in a new tab. Cu on this area. No, it's not. Is it here? No. There we go. Cu is copper. SN.
Oh, I should have known that.
Let me look around the metals for SN. Nope. Let me look around the gases. Nope. I'll just randomly look until I find it. There we go. 10. Okay, so.
SN is 10?
Yeah, SN is 10.
Okay.
So copper, tin, and what is Be? Let me just keep around the metals in case it's another metal.
I think it was Be cobalt?
Oh, Be is cobalt?
I was trying to remember. I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
Right. Andrew doesn't know.
Okay.
Be. I can't remember it.
Can't we just look it up?
Jerry has the periodic table up.
Well, yeah,
I
but we
could
just
copy and paste it so you could look too.
Oh.
I
Two
mean,
people with dyslexia looking are better than one person with dyslexia.
I was more thinking we can just go to
Oh,
Google
you're right.
and
Be
type
element.
in Be element.
Beryllium.
Beryllium. I wasn't even close.
It's okay. None of us were close.
I don't even know what beryllium is.
It's an element.
If I remember, it is a metal.
Yeah, it's an alkaline earth metal. Yeah.
So
Alright.
it's basically 3 different metals.
Yeah. But it also includes unusually high levels of copper, tin, and beryllium elements. -1 is present in every part of 420VN, but is mostly concentrated in the leaves. When a subject consumes -1, the compound will remain in their circulatory system for 24 hours before decomposing completely. During this time, the subject's hume level will slightly increase enough to turn them into a low-level reality bender. This effect will gradually weaken according to the 420VN's concentration in the subject's bloodstream. Due to the intense euphoria caused by the attainment of anomalous abilities, -1 has a side effect of causing substance addiction similar to other stimulants. Prolonged abuse of 420VN can lead to loss of consciousness and delusions about one's abilities. So it doesn't kill you.
It's a drug used for cult purposes.
Alright, so now we know what the tree is. Alright. So should we see the history?
Why not?
I mean, do we need more info at this point? The fucking tree Hitler cult.
It's the first time I ever thought I would hear those words ever put together.
Well, it's not wrong.
So we're good to tier now?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Let me just exit out of this then. Alright. Oh, fuck off. I paid for no ads. Shut the fuck up. Anyways.
Now, while normally I would consider drug abuse a particularly chaotic activity, there's also precedent with drug abuse being done by lawful evil organizations, such as the actual Nazis and Hitler himself. I'm gonna say lawful evil.
Lawful evil sounds about right.
Yeah.
Fucking
We're offering
Hitler.
to a nice start, aren't we?
How many more times can I say Hitler before Twitch jumps on Bright's ass?
Yeah, also the Children of the Leaf, I couldn't get their symbol to work, so we just have random art.
I could see if I could get their symbol to work.
If we can, then I'll go ahead and change it later.
It's called Church of the Leaf.
Yeah, Church of the Leaf. If you can get it to work, send it to me later and I can fix on the tier list.